Hi! I went to Hungary this summer on a mural project. This is one of the projects we did for a disabled home. Let's go! So my initial thought for this mural was to paint a beautiful portrait of a person with Down syndrome. You can actually see the one of the sketch in the sketchbook right there. But I was like, yeah, this is gonna be super representative, like beautiful on these walls here. But turns out people with mental disabilities are probably gonna look at a huge ass person on their walls and are gonna be kind of scared about it because they probably see the world quite differently than able people do. So we ended up scratching that idea and painting a beautiful fantasy forest for them. Hey, you should absolutely follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I am very active there, post very similar content to this YouTube video. So if you're enjoying this right now, go follow me. I used spray paint to sketch the sketch. And in Iceland, we have a very specific paint that is like more plasticky. And when I was in Hungary, they didn't have that kind of paint. They only had like this clay-based paint, which I had never used before. Turns out the clay-based paint is quite different than the plastic one. The clay paint doesn't cover spray paint just as good as the plastic one does. So the spray paint was sticking through. I don't really remember how I fixed it, but it turned out okay. The sketch isn't too obvious, so it's fine. You know, my favorite part about painting murals is the improvisation. Like, I had not planned to paint an animal. I usually do not know how to paint animals, but this corner was super empty, and I painted a cute little fox that is sleeping, and I love him. I still have not named him, though. Anywho, there's my friend Laura. She was with me on the mural project, and she was painting another mural on the other side of this room. A beautiful mandala inspired by a church in Barcelona. And when she was done with that one, she came over and helped with this mural. You know, again, with improvisation, I do not know how to paint water, so with this mural, I put waterfalls and water in it, and just figure out how to fucking paint it, so I can know how to, and now I know kind of how to. It does look more cartoony than realistic water, but it's okay, because it's a fantasy forest, and fantasy forests can be cartoony if I decide they are supposed to be cartoony. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and the trees, like these branches were sketched out in the beginning, but I obviously painted over them with the background. So I had to like improvise where each branch would go and just trust the process, trust my intuition, and it turned out good, even though they look a little bit like poop. And here's the finished piece! I am so happy with this mural, and the people in the home joined us on painting the finishing touches. These animals and the butterflies are all from them. So they're a part of the mural, and that is just so fucking beautiful. Like, I am so happy I got to be a part of this project. Ay, I miss Hungary. Ah.